Imagine humans are just like, can I sniff your butthole? I don't remember if we've met before. I've been on Twitch so long that I've seen a lot of relationships, and yet I am still so invested every single time. Do any 16-year-olds watch us? Probably a few. Really? They're probably so cute. Extort your parents for money. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode number 42 of the Sweet No Sour Today podcast. That's right. Only the sweet co-host is here. That's me. Basically, last minute, Lily got super sick. I think she might have strep. Maybe not, but she is so sick. Her throat hurts so much. She can't talk. Can you believe that? Can you imagine if I couldn't talk? I'd end it all. That's all I know how to do. Talk. Anyway, since I know how to talk, I showed up anyways. And we're going to do a sort of solo, but also like a me and staff episode. And it's going to be a fun time nonetheless. Don't you fret. They were like, I guess we could skip because Lily's sick. And I was like, girl, I'll just pull through anyways. I was planning on it. I also see Temmie maybe wants to take over for Lily. Temmie, do you have any thoughts? Oh. Temmie's thoughts are that she really wants to smell Loopy's butthole. That's one thing I don't understand about animals. Why do they want to smell another animal's butthole? Do you guys know? Can we Google that, please? Because I noticed even my cats want to smell Loopy, the dog's butthole. And to me, here's my hypothesis, okay? My theory is that they gather data from the other animal through its butthole. I know that sounds crazy, but let me explain. I feel like if you sniffed the butt and it smells healthy, you're like, oh, this is a good, approachable, healthy animal. It is a safe animal. But imagine you smell its butthole and it just, it smells crazy. Okay, let's find out the truth. So why do dogs smell each other's rear ends? Inside the rectum are two small sacs called anal glands, thank you, which secrete a noxious, it's giving arcane, noxious smelling substance into the rectum through a pair of tiny openings. That doesn't answer anything. The glands are emptied naturally when the rectal sphincter muscles contract during a bowel movement. Okay, here it is. Dogs sniff rear ends as a greeting and to obtain vital information from the anal secretions. Is this a dog friend or foe? Is he going to be a good date? Is he aggressive? Is he feeling ill? And because the odor is unique to every dog and serves as a form of identification, two dogs can quickly determine if they have met before. Imagine humans are just like, can I sniff your butthole? I don't remember if we've met before. Honestly, that sounds kind of fun. I can't believe Loopy left me. What the hell? Hi, Temmie. Oh, now you're jealous, huh? Now you're jealous, huh? Temmie, come here. Come here, Temmie. Right. This is how you do it, ladies. When one's not giving you attention, go to the other. Also, Lily's mom is here. Daniel was speaking Korean to her early. Hi! 안녕하세요. 사랑해. So cute. I miss LilyPichu. Anyways, it also sucks because even though I'm at her place and I'm filming the podcast, I was like, I want to hang out after. And then I realized she's so fucking sick. What do you mean? Anyways, let's talk about the last week. For starters, yes, I've been dog sitting. Hey! Slay. How did it go? What's the verdict? Am I getting a dog? I know everybody's on their toes. Let me tell you. So initially I was like, you're so fucking perfect. I want you forever. And then I was also thinking, well, the thing is, I don't want just any dog. I want that one. Literally that one. Loofy! Loofy, come here. And I do feel like she has started seeing me as like a secondary owner of sorts. Please don't. Temmie's gonna eat you or something. Which is so cute. Oh, Temmie and Loopy are touching noses. They're sniffing each other. I feel like as humans, we don't do that enough. We don't gather enough data from others. Like, I had a crazy thought where I'm like, maybe the next person I date, I'm gonna make them take a brain scan. Like, you know how you can scan someone's brain and tell if they're gonna be a serial murderer, basically? Or you know, when they scan a serial murderer's brain, they're like, oh, there's a big dent in there. I would like to know that about my future husband. Hello? Right? So I think great first date, brain scans. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know if anyone wants to go on a brain scan with me. Okay, sorry, back to the dog, back to the dog. Great dog. Love her so much. However, now that I'm like a few days into watching her, not every day, but a fair amount, I've realized, okay, initially she was so happy and excited for me to be pet sitting. Gosh, she's so cute. But then at some point, she got a little depressed. Yeah, I could tell that she really missed her owner. And I was like, hello, look at me. Right? And she's like, where is he? Is he dead? And I'm like, no, girl, you're fine. And she didn't believe me. I also don't think she speaks English, but that's besides the point. I was telling her. And so, kind of depressing. And it made me realize dogs get so incredibly attached to their owner. Actually, just this morning, I had to go to the gym, but I still had the dog. So, for the first time ever, I left her alone in my apartment for like an hour or so. And I have a camera in my apartment. So I was like, I wonder what she's gonna be up to. Like, are her and the cats gonna be wreaking havoc? No, I stepped out the door. She sat in front of the door for a full hour. A full hour, she just stared at the door. And that broke my heart. Genuinely, it broke my heart. It was depressing a little bit. And I'm like, and even just having her around, it's hard for me to get anything done. She's so cute. I just want to make her happy. I want to pet her. I want to play with her. I want to take her for walks. I want to feed her. I want to do a backflip with her. Like, yeah, Loofy, yeah, you. She's wagging her tail right now. And if she's not wagging her tail, I want her to be wagging her tail. You know? Anyways, so I think, sorry, here's my last point. I guess this is just me realizing how much emotional labor dogs require. And I know there's a lot of emotional, like positive payoff too. Like they make great companions, they give you a lot of love. It's incredible. But it's had me thinking, if I get a dog, I'm not gonna want a baby anymore. What the fuck would I want a baby for? I've already got one. Literally. Guys, isn't she giving depressed? She misses her owner. I can feel it in my heart. Oh, poor little honey. So, yeah, that is my consensus verdict on having a dog. Incredible. I would need a small one so that my cats learn to get used to the dog. But I don't know if I'm going to do it alone. Maybe someday, but not alone. Next up, Master Baker. So if you guys don't know, our lovely friend Cutie Cinderella had a show this last week, or an event called Master Baker, where she brought on a few streamers, and every day they had to compete and cook up a new dish. And none of them know how to cook or bake. And this includes LilyPichu. But guess what, bitch? She got second. And that's my girl. I wish I could hype her up. She's not even fucking here. So I have to hype her up behind her back. And that's what friends do. So I was a judge on the first day. It was really, really fun. And I mean, it was fun, but it was also a little nasty. Because if someone doesn't know how to cook, they plop something up in front of you and you're like, what is that concoction? And then you gotta put it in your mouth. Yuck. Sometimes. Sometimes it's not bad. A lot of the time it was yuck. Anyways, Lily got second, and that's winning in my heart. I gave her my bonus point, which I would like to think helped her get to second. So, last but not least, I guess you guys saw I went on a solo movie date. I've been doing that a lot recently. One of the reasons I've been doing a lot of solo movie dates is actually because I've been doing this 12-week creative course, and two parts of the creative courses, the creative course has two parts. One of the things you have to do every day is write morning pages. So every morning you need to journal all your thoughts. I wake up and I go, oh my God, I need to go pee. This dog is so cute. Mimi sniffed its butthole. Why is Mimi sniffing its butthole? Should I be sniffing buttholes? Anyways, and so on and so forth, right? And so that's part one. And then part two is you have to essentially take yourself out on a date once a week. It can be anything you want. You can go buy some fun things at the dollar store. You can go to a museum. You can go watch a movie. You can do whatever you want, but you have to do it alone, on your lonesome. And one of the things I've been opting to do very frequently is just go solo watch a movie. And I feel like I've discovered how incredible that is to do. Because you go, no one's fucking yapping at you. You don't have to coordinate with anyone. You don't even have to look good. I will legit pull up looking bummy as hell. I actually really like to do, I'll wear a hat, glasses, no one knows who I am. I go sit in my little corner. Sometimes I'll bring my own snack. I don't usually buy them there. I sneak them in, okay? And if you work at a movie theater and you don't like that, I don't care. No, really, why is that illegal? It's not. You just want my money. But I don't want your snacks. I want my own snacks. Besides the point. So I'll go and I'll watch the movie alone. And it's really nice because since there's no one else reacting, I get to decide whether or not I liked it whatsoever. I get to build my unbiased opinion and then look at Reddit and Rotten Tomatoes afterwards. But it's really nice to just experience alone. And I also think it's a change of pace from watching things at home because you actually have to get up, go out, and do the damn thing. Anyways, that's all for today's updates. Let's move on to drumroll. Staff introductions. That's right. Y'all weren't expecting that. Ha, ha. Let's hear it from left to right. Dan first.
Wait.
He's literally leaving. Actually, while Dan is leaving, I want to say, guys, we got our silver plaque. We did it. We did it. Now when's the next one? When are we hitting a milli? No, honestly, I love this. It's so cute. I'm so happy we got this, especially because it's going to be such cute decor for the set. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Thank you for helping us hit 100K. Oh shit, don't we have a Shrek episode to film? Right. We promise you that's coming. No, when I say promise, like I mean I would rather die than not deliver. Does that mean we're doing it next week? I don't know. But I would rather die than not deliver because I already promised, okay? Guys, Loopy is plopped behind over there. I genuinely think she's depressed. I can't do this. Anyways, you guys introduce. I'm going to get Loopy.
What do I say?
Okay.
Oh, God.
I don't know how to do
geez.
introductions. Okay, listen, this is how you do it. Also, you got to sell yourself. Like, pretend this is a job interview or a dating application. I don't know.
Oh, job interview I can do.
Okay, you say your name, your age, maybe where you're from.
You say age in job interviews?
What? Yeah, I think. I don't know. Actually, no, that's right. You don't.
Yeah.
Because then you can't be discriminated against. Well, don't worry. You're already hired. So, say like your favorite hobbies, how you describe yourself as a person, and your relation to the podcast, and what you do here.
My name is Daniel. I am. What am I?
You're everything.
I don't even know what my role is here, but I do a bunch of things here, including production and I guess like management of this show. And what was the other one?
Your hobbies?
Yeah, what do you like to do? What are you into? Do you like to game? Do you like to draw? Do you like
I
to
play League
do you
of
like comp
Legends.
sci? Ew.
For 8
Just kidding.
hours.
We love League.
And then
8?
I played
8?
League of Legends for 8 hours yesterday.
Like, do you
Yeah.
do that frequently though? I feel like you don't.
I do it. It's becoming a bad habit now.
Damn. Do you solo
Yeah,
queue?
I solo queue.
You solo queue?
Yeah.
Are you
yeah,
okay?
I'm not okay. So I'm not okay mentally. And
Happy to hear. What? Come on. Okay,
I don't know.
you're
else.
forgetting the most important things. He's Lily
like a
Pichu's
blank.
brother.
Oh yeah, I'm her brother. Oh yeah, I keep
Hello.
forgetting. I forget about that a lot. It feels like we're more coworkers than siblings.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't feel like you guys are siblings anymore?
Anymore. I mean, like when she moved to LA, like we
She
barely
changed,
spoke.
huh? LA changes ya.
It changed her for the better. In a good way.
Actually
In a
true.
good way. But yeah, we barely spoke. Like every once in a while we spoke. But then ever since we worked together, we spoke a lot more. But it's mostly just business talk. And so I think she can listen to all of this. So it's making it like she's a great sister though. She is a great sister. I love it when she gives me money.
That's so true. Like, I think she is a great sister because she hired her brother. And not only do
Nepotism.
you produce the podcast, but you basically manage Lily too, right?
Yeah, I do all her videos, sponsors.
Yeah, and she
And,
does like to give him money, genuinely.
I don't even know if I'm being paid for her. But I own equity of LilyPichu Incorporated.
Damn,
I don't
I
know
wish
how
I
much.
had equity in
Don't know
Lily.
how much. Don't ask. I don't even know what it's worth. So, yeah, I'm her brother. Nepto hire for both her and this podcast.
Slay!
Poggers. Woo!
He's a Nepo baby,
I'm a Nepo
okay?
baby.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Aiko. I am very new to the team. I'm actually going on 1 month for working with Poki.
Woo!
And yes, I help with everything, including the podcast here. Trying to help out with the thumbnails and the script. Who knew it would be a full-time job on its own?
Legit.
But it's so much fun working with the team. And yeah.
Yay! Thank you, Aiko.
And
Wait,
I like to
Aiko,
hike
what
for
kind of
fun.
stuff are you into?
I love to hike. I love to travel. I love hanging out with my dog. He's my wallpaper.
What kind of dog?
He's a poodle like that, but mini.
Cute!
But he's crazy.
Aww.
But yeah.
Yay! Slay.
Play. Okay, my name is Elvia. I do the script and help prep all the segments and fun activities that we do, and especially when we have guests, what to do with them. And I've been working here for 6 months now ish. I started in December.
Damn!
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank you, Elvia.
And then my hobbies, I play a lot of games. I'm low-key a riot chill. Like I just rotate between like
Aren't we all?
Valorant, TFT, and then I started learning League, which is like horrible. I'm not even like high enough to play ranked yet, levels wise.
But you still be playing?
Well, I just play Swift Play, and like I started playing Brawl just to learn new characters. So I've been learning Seraphine and been like one tricking her.
Cute.
And yeah, and mostly Valorant TFT, but I'm Heartstuck Gold in TFT, and then I'm like peak Ascendant in Valorant.
Crazy Valo rank. What?
Yeah. Peak, yeah. I've been on the decline though since I've been taking breaks from
Damn.
Valorant.
Okay, you go, girl.
Yeah.
I also love having Elvia on the team because I know she's online just as much as me. I'm like, hey, have you seen this? She's like, yes, I did. And let me tell you 20 facts about it. I'm like, let's go. We need that. I love Aiko because she's very responsible, competent. I feel like I can tell her everything and she will capture it all, gather all the data, and execute. And I like Dan because he's LilyPichu's brother. No, actually, Dan feels like, I know to you, it's interesting because to you, you're like, oh, it feels like Lily is like, we have more of a work relationship now than siblings, but I get a familial feeling from you. Like, I feel like you care a lot about everything we do in the way that only a family member can, you know? And that's really nice. We're a family too now, Dan. Oh, I think he's getting shy. That's cute. There's also 2 other staffers that are not here today, sadly. We have Anna, who helps us a lot with social media and clips and all of these things. And we have Flex, who is our incredible editor. So freaking good. All right. Oh, Loopy's like restless. Girl, it's gonna be okay. I'm your new owner. All right. So let's talk about some recent news. We can yap about literally anything. Let's start with streamer prom. There was a streamer prom recently. There was a lot of chatter about Jason and Sakura. Jakura. It is the latest and greatest Twitch relationship. I think that they are farming incredibly well. It's really cute because I feel like I've been on Twitch. I really worry about this dog. I'm so sorry. I've been on Twitch so long that I've seen a lot of relationships come and go, and yet I am still so invested every single time. Like I still love it every single time. I want to see, do they really get together? Is it just going to be brief courting, courtship, whatnot? How long will this last? And honestly, sometimes it lasts a very long time. Are you guys following on the Jakura stuff? All right, let's let's all bet how long it'll last.
I'm giving it till the end, or maybe like first week of July.
First week.
Yes.
Damn, girl.
Yeah. Doomer
I
mentality.
I think I'd also give it like a summer fling kind of thing, mainly because Jason moves quick. What can I say? I respect the hustle. However, I do also feel like there's a chance it's either a summer fling or it's gonna be like a 3+ year relationship. You know, like if they just end up being that compatible, there's no in between. It's either like a fun for now or like it's gonna be super long term.
I have a feeling it's gonna be like in between. I have
Really? Like
yeah.
a year?
No, not even. Like
6 months?
I give my boy Jason 3 months.
I
3
call
months.
that
Like
suit. I think 3 months or less is short term. That's a fling.
okay,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like the the what do they call it? Like the honeymoon phase of like the
Oh,
beginning
yeah.
part of the
No,
relationship.
honeymoon phase, guys. Honeymoon phase is supposed to last like 9 months to a year.
Oof. Okay. Well,
A good
we
honeymoon
cut
phase
that
is
from
that
here.
long.
We cut that, Anna. Don't listen.
I say summer fling too.
Summer fling? I'm sad that Lily's so sick this week. But you know what's sicker? Our sponsor for today's episode, SeatGeek. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more, including my favorites, Broadway shows and comedy shows. I adore both of those, and that's what I usually use for ticketing purposes. Right now, you can get tickets to Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar and SZA, Tate McRae, Dua Lipa, Gracie Abrams, so many people. Staff, if you guys could go watch any concert, any artist right now, who would you go see?
My boy Kendrick Lamar.
Well, he's on SeatGeek. Who else? Who
Oh.
else? Who would you guys want to go see? I'm going to see if they're
I
available.
heard Theo Von is doing a tour, so I would be
Yes,
very
I-
interested in seeing Theo Von.
Me too!
It looks like he's gonna be in Oceanside on August 17th.
I adore comedy shows. Like, that's my #1 favorite thing to do with someone. So I'm actually going to go buy tickets later tonight with the code that we have, which I'll tell you in a moment. Elvia, who would you want to go see?
Well, I saw that they have sports tickets as well. And they
Ooh.
have tickets on there for the Steelers and Chargers game, which I'm a Steelers fan.
Maybe we can all get tickets together using our code for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. The code is Sweet and Sour 10. That's 10% off tickets with promo code Sweet and Sour. Make sure you click the link in the description below to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you so much, SeatGeek. Did you go to prom? What's your opinion on school dances? I did go to both my proms. I was junior prom queen.
Wow!
Thank you. And I was also on student council, so I prepped the junior prom. And then I kind of won, but I swear I didn't rig it. And then my senior prom was pretty fun, pretty chill. The guy who asked me my promposal, okay, here's the thing. When I was in high school, I loved KFC fried chicken. And I still do. And everybody knew that about me. So what he did is he got an empty bucket of KFC fried chicken, and then he put my face on it, and then he put his face on it, and then he wrote prom question mark. And then instead of the fried chicken, he put prom tickets. And that was his promposal to me. It is cute. And I did say yes. However, I was like, why isn't there chicken in there too? Like, you could have put the tickets in there and the chicken. Like, you know? But all good. So yeah, I loved prom. However, my high school and my grade in our high school was notoriously raunchy when it came to high school dances. So they canceled like half the dances because people were just bumping and grinding and drinking and doing other things that they was not supposed to be doing. What about you guys?
My prom was canceled because of the pandemic.
Oh,
So like the
Damn.
pandemic just started that year that like I was a senior. Yeah. 2020. Yeah. Yeah. And it was so sad because like, well, luckily I didn't purchase a prom ticket yet or a prom dress yet.
mm-hmm.
So then once everything started like slowly canceling, I was like, oh wow, I saved like $400. And then
I mean, that's
Um,
fair.
and then
That's
they
fair.
canceled graduation, and that was like the one that I was like so upset about because I was valedictorian, so I was gonna give like a little speech.
I
Yeah.
wait. Congrats.
Oh yeah. But like, well,
Why are you saying that in a surprise tone? Right.
Right.
You've been working with her half a year. You should know she's smart. I know. Anyways, I have a weird question for you, Elvia.
Yes.
And I feel like I've been pondering how to ask this in a way that doesn't potentially sound rude. I just don't think I can do that.
It's okay.
So I'm gonna just say, do you feel like you lack social experience because so many things were canceled from the pandemic? And I do want to say, you don't give me that vibe. You're very well socialized. You seem so extroverted and happy all the time. It's adorable. But when I hear, I didn't get to go to prom, I didn't get to graduate, I didn't get to do, I can only imagine all the things that were canceled because of the pandemic. And then I'm like, wow, those are core pivotal moments of your childhood.
Yeah, I
Childhood,
think like
teenhood.
once
Whatever.
I started college, it was very like I felt like I was very quote unquote lonely in a way because
Mhm.
you couldn't really interact or make new friends. And for my college, we did the first year fully online. But I was like, oh, let me like petition to get a dorm so I can at least meet people. And then
Yeah.
I was not meeting a lot of people. I think though going into college from the pandemic made me more extroverted
Mhm.
because a lot of people from high school might say like might have seen me as introverted back then, but in my opinion, I was the same person. But yeah, so I think like post pandemic, it made me want to socialize more and
So
make more
you actually
friends.
did do that, and then you became more
Yeah.
extroverted.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you did.
Yes, me too.
What about you guys? Proms? Vibes?
I didn't go to prom. Not because of a good excuse.
Loser.
Like
Just
pandemic.
kidding.
I was.
I'm
I
kidding.
was-
It's fine not to
I
go to
was a
prom,
loser.
honestly.
I played. I was playing League of Legends during prom.
Wait. You just triggered a memory for me. My mom didn't let me stay out late after prom. She's like, you have to be back home. And I'm so sorry to interrupt you,
No, you're
but I'm
good.
going to do it.
You're
That's
good.
what I
You're
do on the
good.
podcast, okay? So she's like, you have to be back home early. And so I am depressed because all my friends are going to party and I have to come back home at like, 9, 10 p.m. curfew. Okay. I get back home. Guess fucking what? My parents aren't even home. So they made me come back home. I'm stuck outside the damn door, no key under the little no, nothing. I'm like, you motherfuckers made me come nothing to do. So I'm sat outside the door waiting for them to come home when I came home. And then I played League of Legends all night. Hey.
Hey, I'm not that much of a loser.
No,
Obvious.
honestly, I do feel like if someone, whether it's prom or really any event where you're like, I'm not that interested. Okay, don't go. That's fine.
Yeah, I was a loser. I was a loser. I was interested. I was just so socially anxious to ask
Really?
anyone out. Yeah. I had like
Aw.
anxiety issues up until college.
How do you feel like you came out of those anxiety issues?
I just started faking it. And then at some point it just became
Fake it till you
ingrained.
make it is such
Yeah,
a good strat for
I started
anything
faking
in
it.
life, I swear.
Like doing like job interviews
Mhm.
or stuff like that. I just started lying. And it helped. Like I try to be someone like I try to like pretend I'm someone else in a way. Yeah, like an alter ego, like Patrick Bateman or something. Not like the psycho
Can you give us an
aspect.
example of what you would fake in your job
Oh,
interviews?
like oh my god, which one? Huh? Oh yeah, like the easiest one is like work experience or like what you did in the company. I
You
just completely
faked your work experience?
yeah.
But did you ever end up in a situation where you're like, oh yeah, I'm so good at Excel and PowerPoint and I do all this stuff, and and then they actually give you a task in relation to it and you have to learn last minute or something?
Yeah, if you
He goes, yeah.
yeah,
The usual.
all the time I like say some bullshit answer and they obviously want to make sure you know it. Part of lying is you gotta prep your lies. So before I start lying in my resume, I like start like looking into what I'm exactly lying, and then I know enough bullshit to pass the interview, and then that's uh, how I usually function. That's how it works.
That's
I didn't do it
concerning,
for you.
Dan.
I didn't do it for you. You have to.
Yeah, because we
You
didn't
have to.
interview you. You were hired on the spot because you're LilyPichu's
But
brother.
I wouldn't have lied if I was interviewed by you. I wouldn't have lied that much.
Yeah, that
Not
was
that
the
much.
lie right there. The lie was I wouldn't have lied.
I don't even know it's a lie of truth anymore.
Damn. Well, at
Uh,
least you don't really have to lie when you're already on the job.
Yeah, I
think.
don't lie like when I'm in the job. It's just like during the interview process. I'm never gonna talk to these recruiters again. So I might as well just start like spouting some bullshit.
Exactly. But if you get hired, you talk to them all the time.
Eh.
Well, today
like,
we're learning
yeah.
a lot about each other. Any prom memories, vibes?
I went through a heartbreak during my prom, like right a month before. So my boyfriend and I broke up. So I did not go to prom because I would have felt bad to go with someone else, especially during that time.
Aw.
But also we ended up getting back and now we've been together for like 20 years.
What?
Yeah. So we're middle school sweethearts.
Shut up.
No ring.
Someday.
Wait, 20
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, no.
That's
I was with
crazy.
him when I was 13 years old.
Okay.
But I don't want to give my
That's,
age right now. 'cause
No, you don't have
I'm
to.
old.
One, you're not old. Two, I have so many questions, if you don't mind answering. How did you know that this was someone that you wanted to be with long term? And were there years at which you guys had a lot of difficulties and like you really had to overcome it? Because that's a mega long term relationship.
Yeah. Well, I knew he was gonna be my long-term boyfriend because he was my best friend. So I think we started off as friends, and we like he was always like my best friend, and I hung out with him all the time.
No.
But like in our early 20s, like our clubbing days, we did kind of have like, that phase where we were trying to find each other or like find ourselves.
Yeah.
So we did have some like rough patches where we like broke up during that time, but our longest breakup was like 5 months.
Mhm.
And then ever since then, we've been together.
Oh.
It's just been through communication. And also when we have like really big fights, we'll go on vacations.
Ah! That's a good
Works.
tip.
no, it does work. Or you're not in a bad relationship. You guys just haven't
Just
been
need a
on vacation for a
vacation.
long time.
Whoa. Okay, anybody watching in a long-term relationship, please try that next time you have a conflict and tell us if it works. Cuz that actually seems like good advice. I'm not joking. What do you feel kept bringing you guys back to each other?
I think we really just like missed each other during the time that we weren't together. And even like I tried like dating someone else like during the time that we were broken up, and I was like, it's rough out here. Like
Girl, yes.
I
That's
actually the
true.
grass was greener on that side.
Aw.
So yeah, it's just like coming to the realization that you just like whatever you work on your relationship, it's just I don't know, you could make it better if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me that worked.
And I feel like you have
if
to
you wanted
choose.
you would.
You have to like keep choosing that person,
Mm-hmm.
basically. Quick idea for you guys. I feel like you should redo prom together.
Oh.
Yeah, because you missed out on prom.
I like that idea.
I feel like that would be such a cute date idea or like anniversary idea. Wait, I think Benny Blanc is it his name? Benny Blanco?
Yeah.
Benny Blanco did that for Selena
yeah.
Gomez because she never got to go to her prom, so he like did an at-home prom for her. That's so fucking cute, bitch. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, none of us went to prom.
It's in the job description.
That's an odd coincidence. Hmm. Oh my god, we can have a prom episode. Lily and I dress up, and you guys dress up. And you can bring someone if you'd like.
Who's gonna be the teachers with the flashlight to make sure no one?
Are you dry humping right now? That's inappropriate. Breathe through this breathalyzer. No! Legit, ours were that bad. I think I mentioned once, like, there were girls who knew that they couldn't bring alcohol in anymore, so they would soak tampons in alcohol. And well, you know the rest. Don't do that. Like, I feel like that's a quick trip to the hospital. Do not do that. No,
they put
honey.
it in.
They put it right into the bloodstream, if
and-
you know what I mean.
And it goes straight to your bloodstream.
so
It is.
extremely.
Extremely.
But that's what I mean. Like, my high school was so bad when it comes to this stuff. And there were like, I mean, I think there's drug dealers at all the high schools, but there were definitely those. Just a lot of drinking and sometimes inappropriate things on the dance floor. My high school, bad, inappropriate dances. So much so that like everybody knew, all the parents knew, and my parents were pretty strict. However, I was on student council, so they couldn't stop me from going to the dances because student council hosts the dances. They organize it, they set everything up. So technically, like, I'm doing my job, right? However, one year, I knew my dad really was sick and tired of these damn dances and did not want me to go anymore. So, little business-minded me, I go to him and I say, hey, you know, there's a dance this Friday. He goes, yeah. I said, I know you don't really want me to go, so if you give me $50, I won't go. And then I spent that $50 on MapleStory Nexon Cash. So I decked out my character and made her all cute. It was fantastic. Genuinely fantastic. But yeah, I think that's a valuable trick for anyone who maybe has parents right now. Do any 16-year-olds watch us? Yes. Probably a few. Really? Yeah. They're probably so cute. Extort your parents for money. No, but actually, like, you'd be surprised. If your parents really prefer things a certain way, you're like, hey, equivalent exchange, handshake, done deal. Done deal. We have a labubu that's sold for $31,000 at an auction, and I've seen this labubu and it's ugly. Yeah, I'm saying it. And I love labubus. That one's a little freak. That's the kind of labubu that belongs behind bars. That smile, that glare belongs behind bars. The top comment, stupidest stuff I've seen. Here's the thing, I disagree. We have seen those fugly ass little, what are those,
The baby one?
No, the digital ones.
NFTs? Ape, gorilla ape. The ape? The NFT ape?
Is it the ape? The ones that are like the heads? NFT ape. Yes!
The bored
oh my god.
Those are millions.
At least a labubu is real and it's cute and it's there and you can put it on something. These goddamn apes that we're selling for tens of thousands of dollars. One, they look weird. Okay. Two, is a bunch of pixels. Says the girl who has spent hundreds of dollars on in-game inventory, but that's different. I'm playing the game. I'm using the pixels. This screenshot, now I got it, bitch. Also, people would just put it as like their Twitter icon. It's like, you could commission a better Twitter icon for literally 2% of whatever the fuck you paid for this ape. Ape? I feel bad calling it an ape, but it literally is an ape. It's an ape.
I think at some
Bored
point
ape.
they were worth millions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like each one was worth like $1 million or more.
But I don't understand because they all look like customizable apes. So why would one be so much more expensive than another that you can just draw? Maybe this is how that top comment feels about labubus. I don't get this and they don't get labubus, and that's okay.
Yeah, but
Because
labubus are
at least
real.
for me, when I saw one of these bored apes, I didn't comment shit. I just kept scrolling. Oh my god, wait! That comment was thinking the same thing. Okay, but wait, look at the replies. Here we go again.
again.
Okay, but I disagree. What? No, now I'm mad. Listen, a labubu is a real life collectible. We have been paying way too much for collectibles for years. But I think NFT collectibles, we're just not there yet. We have not, I don't think there's enough data to showcase that it is really worth the investment or that you're sure to get a return on your investment. Whereas most collectibles, you do know they are valued at a certain extent because they can't be remade and because there is a market for them. But NFT market is like confused and confusing. I won't say that'll never be the case. I just don't think it's the case right now. Anywho's, slay, shall we do a little solas? Hi, Poki, Lily, she's not here right now. And the amazing Sweet and Sour Pod team, they're here. I love the pod and I love the updated lighting. The set always looked amazing, but it looks even more cozy now. I've got a cringe story, but it's not about me, it's about my ex. This happened yoinks ago. What's a yoink? What's a yonk? You guys have heard of a yonk before? This happened yonks ago, so I figure it's safe to resurface now. Quick summary, my ex got caught cheating red-handed at a karaoke bar with 2 girls at the same time? Plot twist, I ended up marrying the guy who helped me bust him. Oh God, I thought you were gonna say I ended up marrying the guy who helped me bust him. That's really cute. And that's on trauma bonding. So I was 17, he was 19, and we'd been dating for around 10 months. I was all in, fully devoted, already picturing forever. Classic teenage girl, ex-older guy energy. She did. She said gag. There were red flags, but I liked them so much I didn't see them. We've all been there. Eventually, the lies in the distance started creeping in. We went from texting daily and seeing each other often to nothing. Radio silence for weeks? He'd say one thing, then I'd see photos of him at clubs after. I didn't push. You should always push. Always. Until I got a message from his older sister. We weren't close, so it was weird. She texted, I felt you should know this, but Poopy Face, fake name, has been bringing different girls over every night. You deserve to know. Dude, imagine being the older sister, like your literal brother is a fuckboy, and you need to warn his girlfriend. That's depressing. Cause then it's like it's hard to have a relationship with your sibling that is honest and genuine and based on similar morals and values when they are like that. Yuck. A girl's girl through and through. I'll always be grateful. She didn't know who the girls were, but even that was enough. I confronted him, but he denied it all. They always do, girl. You could have literal photos of them. A video, they'll go, that looks AI generated to me. Right. And they'll say this shit in fucking 2005, before AI was even a thing. I confronted him, but he denied it all, twisting the convo back onto me like he always did. A close friend invited me to hang out with her group to cheer me up. They were so warm, and when I shared what was going on, they instantly turned into the Scoopy Gang. One night, we decided to get answers. I texted him, hey, what are you up to? He replied, at uni, group assignment with penguin, butter, cookie beans, and cola. I said, oh, I'm nearby. Can I drop in and say hi? He said, no, too busy, too stressed. Right. That's when the detective work began. We were at Yamcha, phones out, sleuthing like an FBI operation. Then someone in the group hit the jackpot. They called a friend who dropped 2 names of girls he'd been hanging out with and the karaoke bar they were supposedly at that very night. Suddenly, we had this whole support squad rolling deep into the karaoke bar. Was it intimidating? Yes. Am I sorry for it? Fuck no. I walked past the front desk, and after 3 rows of rooms, there was the final door, the last room in this building. There he was, 2 girls draped over him, one on each side. I slammed that door open, yelled, it's over, and walked straight out. Of course, he chased after me, tried the usual gaslighting, it's not what it looks like, you're overreacting, blah, 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 tried to isolate me from the group, knowing they'd call him out, but I was done. Fast forward 15 or so years later, I'm happily married to the guy from that friend group. Oh my God. The same one who had the contact that helped find where my ex was that night. The real MVP. I'm glad this happened because if it didn't, I might not have met the man of my dreams. Bishop cried. Thank you so much for reading and sharing this story. Love you, Poki and Lily. That is so fucking precious. I'm so happy for you. And that is what I like to call destiny. Fate. You were fated to go through this, but with the person that you were meant to be with. Also, his reaction is crazy. 'Cause he'd be, it's not what it looks like. Like, you're already lying. Clearly. Studying? What? These karaoke lyrics? Hello? Next question. Hi, huge fan of the podcast. I'm dealing with some high school levels of feelings over here and wanted to ask for your advice on how to handle this. Some context, I'm a 31-year-old gay man and autistic, which becomes relevant later. About 6 months ago, I got a divorce after 8 years of marriage. Wow. That must have been very difficult. Damn. It was difficult. Oh, sorry. It was mutual and we were still great friends. But the process of separation was long and arduous because of how entangled our finances were. Throughout that process, a best friend of mine, let's call him Richard, has helped me, allowing me to move into his house, helped me move, and overall just being an amazing friend. Here's the problem. We've been close friends for years, and more recently, he's become my best friend. Now, he said he's straight, but he's also given me reasons to think he might not be, like putting a hand on my thigh while watching a movie, though he could have just been messing around. As someone who is neurospicy, aka autistic, I struggle with reading people and social cues. Everyone in our circle has thought we were into each other for a while now, and I don't know what to do because I think I've got a crush on him. Should I tell him how I feel and risk the friendship? Do I wait and see if things develop, or do I push past the feelings to prioritize our friendship? Please help. That is such a lovely and great question. Also, I'm so sorry to hear about your divorce. I know divorces are so complicated and difficult to go through, so I hope you're doing well. And if anything, I'm happy to hear you already have a new crush. That's very exciting. So, in this situation, let me tell you, one, how I personally feel, and then the advice that I would have for you. Me, when I know I really like someone, to be honest, I just don't feel like I can be a genuine, regular friend to them unless I work through those sentiments. Whether it's me getting rejected, they don't do that though. Or if it's, you know, me telling them and we end up pursuing it, and hey, maybe we date and it doesn't work out and it does in a way ruin the friendship, but at least we pursued what our heart was telling us to pursue, right? So to me, I feel like when you really like someone, there's no avoiding it. But I could be different. But I've never in my life developed a crush and then like undeveloped it. Unless it was when I was like really, really young, like in the 2nd grade. So what I would say to you is I think you should really reflect and consider whether this is a small crush, in which case the risk is large in comparison, or if your feelings have passed this threshold of, oh my God, I can't even really be your friend without thinking about this crush that I have for you or these feelings that I have for you, in which case I would recommend coming clean. And honestly, even if he says he's not interested, at least you can then maybe take a couple weeks, a couple months, some time to yourself to really move past those feelings. And then you guys can be honest and true friends to each other. Because to be honest, for me, I feel like a friendship is not a true friendship if one person is secretly harboring romantic feelings. I feel like it leads to an uneven dynamic, and that's just not fair to both people in that friendship. So that's my take. There is a chance that it's just like a light crush and you can get over it. But if you took the time to write all this and you're wondering, I feel like you must really like him. And even if it complicates your life, you could also wait until it's less complicated. For example, give it a few weeks, wait until you move out, you have your own apartment, keep hanging out, and then you can set a date. Like, okay, if in exactly 8 weeks I still feel this strongly about him or I still have a crush, then I will tell him honestly. But set yourself up to be in a good position regardless of the outcome so that you're not too stressed about it. All right, thank you guys so much for watching episode 42 of the podcast. My first ever solo episode, but with staff. That was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know them as well and enjoyed listening to me yap, even though I'm stuffy. Listen, guys, there's a lot of viruses going around. Stay safe, wash your hands, have some vitamin C and D and B and A and K. And we'll see you next time. Bye! Turkey bolognese sauce, yum! Should I try this? I have been dying to try Erewhon Sea Moss Gel. Think about whether you really want to be in this relationship If you do, you need to bring all of these things up.